Welcome to Lesson 6. Lesson 6 is all about dealing with widgets on your WordPress blog. And to explain it, I'm just going to go back over to the blog. I'm going to zoom out here just so you can see it a little bit better. Now, take a look over here on the right side. You'll see there's a search box. There's a place with all my recent posts. It's not populated yet, but you get the idea. Archives of all the months I've been writing, categories, and meta. These are all called widgets, and they have these widgets, like the search bar and the recent post widget, live inside of our right sidebar area. Now, the theme you use will determine what type of or where widgets can live on your WordPress blog. This particular theme, the 2010 theme, has both a right sidebar option and it also has footer options, and I'm going to show you all of them right now. However, you'll need to kind of adjust this lesson depending on the theme that you're using, because not all themes have the same opportunity for widget placement. So let's go back over to our dashboard, and let me zoom back in. And what you want to do here is you can actually close up this dashboard menu, and you come over here into Appearance, which we were dealing with this menu earlier when we were talking about themes. The second option down is Widgets, so I want you to click on that, and I'm just going to explain what's available here. First, sort of in the middle here, we'll call it the left side, there's a list of all the available widgets. These are things, anything that you want to put over here on the right, let's say for example the right sidebar, you would pick from this list of available widgets. And with WordPress, you can see here our primary widget area, which is our right sidebar, has those 5 widgets I talked about: search, recent posts, archives, and so on. The person who designed this would have just dragged and dropped whatever widgets they wanted here. So, for example, I don't like having all this meta information here. My visitors don't care about this stuff. Or they might, but let's say they don't. I'm going to remove meta simply by dragging it off of the widget area, the sidebar, putting it back over into the available widgets area. If I go over to my blog in real time, if I hit refresh, you'll see the meta is now gone. So that's how you work with widgets. Now I'm going to explain a little bit further some of the options here. You see that we have these 4 defaults, but I might want to add something like in the future you might want to add HTML code. And a lot of people do list building where they'll ask visitors to fill in a name and an email address in exchange for a free ebook or something like that. The way you get those kind of things in there is using what's called a text widget, because then you'll have to paste website code in there. So let's put this text widget here at the bottom, and for now I'll just say list builder area. This is literally just for my own use down the road. But if I click save there, and I can close it as well, going back over to the blog, refreshing, you can see list builder area. When I have my autoresponder set up, I can literally paste HTML code into this particular window right here, and that code would be executed just like it would if you placed it on a regular website inside of the HTML tags. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this might be a little bit too advanced for brand new bloggers. Don't worry about it, but that's how widgets work. Let's take something a little bit more simple. Maybe we have a calendar and we want to be able to let our visitors pick from certain months or certain dates where information was published on our blog. If I drag and drop the calendar on the right sidebar and click save, again in real time we refresh the blog, you can see the calendar is now there, and it will automatically in blue highlight the days of each month where you published content to your blog. So it's kind of another option, another cool way for your visitors to see what stuff is available on their blog. Now to this point I've been dealing with the primary widget area, which in this case is the right sidebar. You'll see here there's some other areas where you can drag and drop widgets. You have secondary, we have first footer, second footer, third footer, fourth footer. And just for fun, I'm actually going to populate a number of widgets into the footer of this website. So let's start with the first footer widget area. You can see there's nothing there right now, but let's actually put in here a section for links, where we might want to link to some friends or businesses that we recommend, or maybe even other blogs that we happen to read. So we just need to go back up here and drop it in there. And there's some options here. You can show the link image, the link name. I'll just say the link name and click close. Now in this case we need to have a link in there, so you just use the links menu And well, we've already got some links, so let's actually go over to our WordPress blog, click refresh, and then we have to look at the bottom here. A footer has been added with what's called our blog role. This is the default name given to the links that you want to promote on your blog. That is, and you can see over here, it's kind of on the left side of the footer. That's because we chose, let me go back to Appearance and Widgets. That's because we chose to put that particular widget, which is the links, in our first footer area. Let's also add something to the second footer area so you can kind of see over time how this would get built up. In this case, let's pick, I'm just going to pick something random here. Well, let's try blog stats. I'm not even sure what this one is, to be honest, but that's the fun of doing this stuff. So we'll place it in the second footer area and save. Go back to the blog and refresh again. And blog stats, 0 hits. Okay, so it's just literally like a traffic counter. And we'll add something to the third widget area. Here, let's put a text widget, and we can just write our own little blurb about this blog. And we can do a little bio. This is a sample blog for teaching new WordPress users. Click save. And that, again, I just love this part of WordPress because you save it and immediately it's available online. We refresh it and there we go. So about this blog, and we could keep going. So you get the idea. If you looking at all of these different, we'll close this down here. Looking at all these different widget areas, you've got 4 footers and you've got, let me clean this up a bit for you. 4 footers and 2 primary widget areas. So we have the right sidebar here and a secondary widget area as well. I don't actually know where this is, so just to test it out, I don't know what this widget area actually means on my main website. So what I normally do is I'll just add anything. Let's take a list of all of our pages, put it in that widget area and save it. I'm guessing that this is probably just also on the right sidebar, just below all the stuff up here, but we'll see. So we'll click over there and click refresh, and there we go. So it is just a secondary widget area. Some WordPress themes that you might end up going with will have a left sidebar as well as a right sidebar, and you can kind of pick and choose where you want to place your widgets. In some cases, you might put like a Google AdSense block where you put ads, and if people click on it, you get paid. All kinds of different options that you'll get to try over time. But that is an overview of how the widgets section here works in WordPress.com.